Right folks, I'm going to do a bit of a different video today. Might be a bit blurry. Normally when I do a video I try to think of all the different things I'm going to say and do it in a nice way and do lots of chopping and stuff like that. But today this is just coming from my heart and it's very raw, and what it is I am fucking done. I think I'm done. Done with, not YouTube as such, I think I'm kind of done with the Friday. Let me just, what started out today, so as I said, this is me just coming straight from the head now, so this is what's pissed me off. First of all, journalism has gone to utter shit. Back in the day, people used to give us news and not really put their own opinions in it, because that's what news should be. When somebody's on BBC News and all that stuff, they'll give you the information and they try not to subject their point of view in it. Sometimes they do, that's fair enough. But now, articles on the internet no longer feel like journalism. It feels like blog posts. You go onto IGN, Cook2 and all that lot. It's one guy just saying his opinion, and it's just blog posts now, and they're no longer news. Now look at this piece of shit from this morning. Engadget have wrote about the Xbox One controller needing an update. It starts really Microsoft. This is journalism, really Microsoft. You've just got the, I'm so mad now, I can't speak. You've just asked the gamers to go through the hassle of updating the Xbox One control pad. Fucking hassle. Hassle consists of plugging in a USB cable, pressing update, and 10 seconds later he was done. So now, when Microsoft roll out this new update, which at the moment, it hasn't been confirmed, it's come from NeoGAF. So all news now consists of just pointing to this one forum and saying, this rumour says this, and then they write about articles about it. But anyway, if it's true, say Microsoft's going to give us another update in a month, it then goes on to say, let me find it here, blah 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 blah, it's doubtful that the Xbox One owners will relish plugging in the peripheral for a second time. You serious? You think that when this update comes out I'm going to go, that was such a hassle last time plugging in the USB controller, I'm not going to do it again. This is fucking journalism, and it's just, it's pissed me off no end. And the thing is, everything's like it, and what I've noticed now is, as I've said, obviously I am a big Xbox fan, yeah, and I'm not going to take away, I'm not going to say I'm a fanboy now, because the thing is, I enjoy everything. I've got the Wii U, I've got a PC, I've got an Xbox, I've got PlayStation 4, I've got them all, yeah, and I enjoy all of them in different ways, but I enjoy the Xbox more because it gives me more. I'm not saying it's the best console, I'm saying it gives me what I want, so therefore I enjoy it more. And the thing is, variation is great. I've got Android, tablet, but I'll have a Windows phone. I want a bit of everything to try and enjoy it all. Now I've gone off track and I've kind of forgot what I'm saying. So yeah, the point what I'm trying to say is Nintendo obviously gets bashed a lot, and I've done a bit of bashing, but sometimes Nintendo make it quite easy to do it, and that's the thing with the Friday Night Rants. It was me bashing, that was it. It's a rant, so therefore I had to talk about bad things, and therefore Nintendo normally got the brunt of it. But the thing is, like Jo, when she gets her news, she don't go to Coca-2, IGN or all this shit on the internet anymore. What she does is she goes to Nintendo News or My Nintendo News and all these Nintendo websites. So she has to go to dedicated Nintendo places now to get her Nintendo news, because if she subjected herself to any of the other websites, they're so poorly written and so biased that she would just get pissed off by reading the comments or whatever people have put on there. So she has to go to a dedicated place now just to get her news. And it feels like now, as a person that enjoys the Xbox One, I am feeling what Nintendo people have felt now. I can't go to IGN, I can't go to these places, because even if somebody does say something good like, oh, Xbox is bringing out some more games, you go to the comments and it's full of utter shit, and people just going, oh it's shit, it's a 720 box and all this crap, and it's doing my head in. So now if I want to get some Xbox news, I'm having to go to dedicated places just for Xbox, so I'm not subjected to such shit. And it seems like everybody is just praise Sony, praise Sony. And the other day there was an article on Coca-2, not Coca-2, IGN, saying that Sony's sent out a survey and asked some people would they like some new things added to the console. And then the way to an article saying, Sony looks like they're bringing new features. I fucking hope so. I hope Microsoft's going to be bringing new features. I hope Apple will be bringing new features. I hope everybody is going to be porting whatever they've created and bring constant new features. That's not fucking news. But then people are like, oh yeah, Sony's great because they've done this. Every month I fill in a Microsoft survey, and they even pay me to do that. They give me Microsoft points to do that, but that we won't touch that with news. So obviously it does sound like I'm going to rip into the Sony now, and I am, right? Because this is the thing. On the Friday Night Rant, obviously it's me ranting, and the thing is, back in the day, let's say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, gaming was good because everything that people talked about was good. Like, this game's coming out and everyone's like, yay! And this is coming out and next gen's going to be, and everyone's like, yay! And over the last 2-3 years, it feels like now, all that you read is people pissing and moaning. If I go on YouTube, people pissing and moaning. And it's boring now, and I'm sick to death of it. And when I used to do the Friday night rant, I keep moving it around because I keep seeing the shadows and stuff. But when I did the Friday night rant, the point was everybody was praising gaming, and that's what I prefer. I like it when people enjoy gaming. But the thing was, somebody says, oh, I like when you feel passionate about something, go and do a rant as such. And I did Friday night rant 1, and then that was born, the Friday night rants continued. And I've been doing it for 2 years now, and I'm like on 110 episodes. But the thing is, because everybody pisses and moans now, every website just pisses and moans, when I do it now, it don't feel like it's my thing. It just feels like I'm taking some news with somebody moaning, chucking my voice on it and spitting it back at you. And I don't feel like I'm being true to what the videos are now. I feel like I'm just spurting a bit of news back to you with a kind of British humory twist to it, and that's about it. So I didn't do the Friday night rant this week because I thought, you know what, it takes like 4 hours or so to do, well, probably a bit less now because I've got quite streamline of doing it, but the point still stands. I could have played Titanfall, or I could go film that, and I was like, you know what, I want to play Titanfall, I want to do something for me. And I'm not saying I don't appreciate the people that watch my content, I really do, especially the people that take the time to say the comments and say, I agree with this or go with that. And I especially like the people that disagree with me in a constructive way, saying, I don't believe Facebook should have been sold to such and such because X, Y, Z. And then I can talk back to them. I love chatting to somebody about gaming, but I hate the people going, oh, it fucking sucks, $720 and all this shit. And this is the thing, I've kind of got stuck into this YouTube thing now where I've got a few more subscribers, getting more, got around 2,000 now. I'm like, I'm slowly getting there. I'm not going to think I'm going to be the next big thing. But it's made me hold my tongue, which is incredibly wrong. I should never hold my tongue. I should always be true to the people that watch me. And I understand this video is going to piss a lot of people off and people will unsubscribe. And to be fair, do so. If you don't like what I say, I'm going to try and be truer and raw now. Because I've got the PlayStation 4 and fuck me, have I not played on it? It collects dust. That thing to me, right, let's just talk about the hardware. The hardware on the PlayStation is better. Done. Period. That's the end of that argument. PlayStation won that. Everything else, fucking hell. The controller is so much better on the Xbox One. And again, this is my opinion. You might enjoy your PlayStation 4. And the PlayStation 4 is good. But the thing that makes me laugh is they say, it's for the gamers, it's for the gamers. And also put in there, Xbox One is... needs to concentrate more on gaming because it's about TV. Is it fuck? They've concentrated so much on gaming. They've invested $1 billion into games, and all they're doing is constantly releasing games, and it's great, and I'm really enjoying it. And at the moment, I'm like, what do I play? And that's great. From the get-go, this early on, I'm already stuck at what to play. Whereas on the PlayStation, you kind of got your 2 exclusives straight off, which was Knack, which looks fucking god awful. And then you've got Killzone, which I wasn't really a big fan of, but people will be, so I'll give them that one. Then a stretch of nothingness. They're supposed to be bringing Drive Club, delayed, and now they've said, oh, they've had to go back to the drawing boards, and then they brought Infamous. Now, Infamous looks gorgeous, granted. I'm not that bothered about getting it yet because I don't know, because it's like 40, 50 quid, and if I buy that, will I get 40, 50 pounds worth? So I'm going to wait for it to drop. So I'm not going to bash that game because I've not played it. But that's it, just 3 games. Whereas on Microsoft, you're getting Rise, you're getting everything, and everything's really, really good. But people will turn around and say, PlayStation's for the gamers. It's the one with the least amount of games. But then they'll turn around and say Xbox, oh, it's all about TV. No, it's not. It's got a fucking HDMI port in the back, so you can plug a TV into it if you want. Aside from that, games. And like I said, fair enough, the hardware's not on par with the PlayStation 4. But I'm sorry, it's just pissed me off. And on the camera, I don't really just go into PlayStation. And PlayStation's pissed me off because when it come back from the E3, fair enough, Microsoft's presentation wasn't great. They brought this DRM in, they didn't actually say why it was good, and they kind of fucked it all up, and it made everyone hate Microsoft, and I understand people not liking it. But then you got fucking Sony turn around, lied, we haven't got DRM, we're not going to do it, when actually they meant, yes, we're going to do the same as Microsoft, we're not going to enforce it ourselves, third parties can enforce it. And it pissed me off that Sony are liars. Then it pisses me off that Sony go around saying things like this is the true 1080 box and all this crap, which is just disgusting, and it just pisses me off. Journalism turned to shit, everyone's pissing and moaning, everybody fucking hates Nintendo or Microsoft, everybody loves Sony, but that's the console, in my opinion, not with the most amount of games. Microsoft's got loads of games, the Wii U, it's not got a massive amount of games, but then again, I'm not a fan of the Wii U, so I'm not constantly keeping up with it. But it's getting more games, Mario Kart's coming out and all that lot, but everyone will fucking bash on them two, but no one bashes on Sony, and it's fucked me off completely. So I am fucking done, and I'm sorry about my language, because I'm not even going to beep all this through, but I'm fucking done with journalism, because it's utter shit. So I'm going to have to stick to just Microsoft things only. People are going to call me a fanboy, it's absolutely fine. And as for the Friday night rant, I don't know what I'm going to do about it now, because it's lost its spark to me. I want to still do videos, I enjoy doing videos, but I've got to the point now where sometimes I feel like I've got to do it, it's a job, I've got to do it. I don't make any money, well, I make revenue off it, which is probably revenue to, what, 10 quid or something like that a month, so fuck all really. And it's not, I'm not saying it's not worth my time, but I fell out of love with it because of the media, because of the comments, not necessarily because of your comments, because majority of them are good, but there is a few fucking people. But oh my God, it's just the world pisses and moans so much now, it's made me gone, I'm falling out of love with the industry. Well, not the industry of gaming, but out of love with the internet, because the internet has turned to shit, and I don't like it, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my channel now, because I think I'm just going to cool my jets actually for just 2 weeks, take a 2-week break and just chill, because it's just all got on top of me and I'm really angry. So I don't know where to leave it now. So like I said, if you've got a PlayStation and you enjoy it, that's absolutely brilliant, and I'm glad you do enjoy it. And I would enjoy my PlayStation if it was the only console that I had. But because I've got all three and I can jump between all three, I can see, in my opinion, that the Xbox is vastly superior. Fair enough, some of the games are at 900, but it looks like they're coming to 1080. We've just seen Microsoft announce a few bits and bobs, and it looks glorious what's coming out. And that's the thing, I can see this console getting better and better every single month with all its updates, with these new features, with its cloud servers, and I really am enjoying what Microsoft are doing. Whereas on the Sony side of things, it's very quiet for the news. Every so often there might be a game coming, there's something in the pipeline, but they're not hitting it all the time. So it just pisses me off that the company, again in my opinion, that's not doing the best is the one that everybody praises. So like I said, if you enjoy that, brilliant. If you enjoy Nintendo, brilliant. But why does everyone piss and moan about Microsoft? I don't know. It's made me snap. Journalism's crap. People on the internet who moan all the time are crap. And it's now made me just readjust and just think, is the Friday night rant is something that I enjoy now. And in 2 weeks I might go, you know what, I'm itching to get behind the camera and say my 2 cents and be more raw now. Be more, I believe this is crap and this is crap, and tell you why. Because a lot of the times I didn't want to unleash into the PlayStation, because I thought 80% of the people that watch my stuff are PlayStation fans, so as soon as I bash it I'm going to lose them, which is wrong. That's me trying to keep subscribers, keep you all happy, and hold in my opinion. So fuck that now, I'm just done. So like I said, I'm not done with the channel, I'm going to take a little break. But when I come back, I'm just going to say, this is bullshit, they are cunts, and just tell it how it is now, because I'm sick to death, all the media is just shit, I'm repeating myself, so I'm done. So I'm going to be intrigued to see how this goes. So thanks for watching guys, cheers, bye.